All right, a warm welcome to NTV Weekend Sport, coming to you from Legends Rugby Grounds, where, of course, tomorrow the big one, Elgon Cup, Kenya versus Uganda, right here at 4 p.m. Now, I'm joined by a man who needs no introduction, NTV Sports producer Robert Madoi, and Kenyan journalist with Raga House, Eric Njiru. I'll start with you, Eric. What do you make of the game tomorrow?
I think it's of course a good game considering the teams that have been named by the two coaches. Look here, Kenyans are coming after losing the game to Germany, and then Ugandans need to kickstart their season, the international season, and as they look to stay in the Africa Cup A to qualify for the World Cup in 2019. And so I feel this game has a lot to give out and has a lot to the players and all the coaches also.
Robert, do you agree with him?
Yes, I do agree, and there is of course an added subplot to that. Uganda was quite comprehensively beaten by Kenya the last time round in the Elgon Cup leg here at Legends, so they will be keen to make amends. I was speaking to the captain, Brian Odongo, who of course is trying as much as possible to be cautiously optimistic, but you have a feeling that the events that transpired here last year down in Mukidza, scoring a hat-trick as Kenya ran riot here at Legends, it's going to spur the Ugandans. But yes, as Eric said, it will be a great platform for both sides to start their international season.
You've talked about Darwin Mukidza, very interesting there, because he's the one who will be captaining this side. Difference being that last year we had Brian Nyikuli, who is no longer on the team though, and Wilson Kopondo, the man who was tasked with captaining this team this year, is injured, has a rib dislocation. Eric, do you think this will kind of play into the hands of the Ugandans?
I don't think so, because we have some good players who are playing for the Kenya Simbas. Look, Kopondo, of course, is a good player, he's a good captain who has just come back from the injury that he sustained in 2015, but he plays a lot, and we have some good players who are playing there, like Joe Nyambua is on the bench, of Oliver Mageni, we have Simon Muniafu, and also by the look here, Simon Muniafu, Eric Kere is a lock actually at Impala Saracens, but tomorrow starts as a flanker. That tells you what, that actually at the locks we have some good players who are going to play there. Also, look at Brian Nyikuli at flank. Also, he's a good player, although he has not had a good season with the Strathmore Leos, but the guys who are coming to play flank, we have actually Davis Cheng and Martin Owila. Then on the bench, you have Joshua Chisanga. So I feel actually it's a great team that is coming to play against Uganda, and the absence of those guys, of course, will be missed, but I feel those guys who have been named to play will do their job.
Last year, the tie here in Kampala ended in a 48-10 loss in the hands of the Uganda Cranes, of course. What do you make the result will be tomorrow? Any kind of possibility of a disastrous rout for the second year running?
I think we have the squad, of course, to beat 48-10, but the Ugandans have learned, of course, from that match. They cannot, of course, allow again to concede so many tries, and they now know how to square to Kenyans. But also Kenyans, remember, they're coming also knowing that they need to win this game to get their morale back after losing to Germany the other week. But it's up now to the Ugandans. They've got a good backline, of course. The likes of James Odong have been having a fantastic season with Nondis back at home. Philip Okorach playing with Cabral Sugar. I mean, that guy's been fantastic with Ivan Chirabo going all the way to the Kenya Cup. Unfortunately, losing to the Kenya Cup winners, that is KCB and also Ivan Chirabo. But I feel Saturday's game, it's all about who controls the game very well in the scrums and penalties. Look here, we lost the match to Germany because they were winning our scrums so much. They were taking penalties well, but we were not there in our game. We were not there in our scrums and in our set pieces.
Final predictions, gentlemen. Robert?
Yeah, if I may just have a little rejoin. Not really. I do not differ from what he's saying. I totally agree with him on the breakdown. I believe it's going to be vitally important tomorrow, and a man again whom Eric knows quite a bit about, seeing as he is Kenyan born but was naturalized, Scott Oloch, who is starting as the open side flanker. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him. People are questioning his mobility. Is he mobile enough? Is he the old Scott Oloch 300 who used to need all these bodies to stop him? What kind of Scott Oloch is going to come? And seeing as the Kenyans have made fun, he's been turned into the butt of all jokes by Kenyans because of what Joshua Chisanga did to him. That the handoff that he gave him in a few matches back. So it will be interesting to see what kind of Scott Oloch comes up. But if you ask me what will happen tomorrow, I think the boys are fired up. They are going to defend their home territory. I would stake my neck on that. I think Uganda will win, but only just.
scores?
I would go with a 5-point difference.
15-point difference game.
Although
All right.
just one name, Joel, that will send shivers down the spine of Kenyan fans is Justin Kimono. He's on the bench for Uganda. Yeah.
Wow. All right, many thanks, gentlemen. That is it from us here at Legends Rugby Grounds. Remember, it is the big one, Elgon Cup, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Kenya versus Uganda. We shall be bringing you all those highlights on NTV Sport.